Good afternoon. I just wanted to take an opportunity to share some tax planning software that is available to you now and also here at Dawkins Financial. As always, feel free to visit my site, dawkinsfinancial.com, to see new services, new features, and events that are occurring. So, I'd like to talk about the tax planning software. The way it works is all you have to do is upload your tax form 1040. You could send that to me inside of your personal financial website, the Vault, which is encrypted, or you can send it to me if you have a means to send encrypted emails, or you could actually physically hand it to me. I can scan it into my software and hand back the tax form 1040. But whichever method we choose, we would upload the tax form 1040 to a company called Holistaplan. And what they provide almost instantly, typically it's 30, 40 seconds, it will generate a tax report. And I'll share a sample report right now. So as you can see, this is one of the sample reports. So this is for my client, XXXXX space XXXXX. Kidding. But what it does is it'll give a very brief overview of your tax scenario for that year. So some of this data would be quite common on other tax planning software, not incredibly fancy. It'll provide total income, AGI, the deductions that you've taken, and provide a marginal and average tax rate. So that's just a good kind of FYI. It'll also show you the tax brackets. And as a reminder, you wouldn't be in this scenario paying 24% tax because you're graduating through the 10% bracket for the first 19,900. Then a portion of your income would be at the 12%, again, the 22, topping out at 24, which would take that average rate in this case to 19.7. One of the things that is very helpful, not to just report what happened, is that it will talk about the opportunities, planning opportunities that were available or not. So this list can be quite long depending on age, filing status, and income, but it'll list everything that was a possibility and explain based on income, were you over or under those limits. If I go page down, what we're looking at is then it will look at itemized deduction summary, things that you did in the past, and then we'll break down, depending on your age, what your Medicare expenses would look like based on your income. So depending on the scenario, this may not be incredibly lengthy. However, where the most value can come is in the observations. What this does, it will break down your scenario and give a baseline and say for a future year, maybe you can consider certain things. This software is by no means meant to replace a CPA or your tax planner. This is, or your tax preparer or tax planner. This is to help just provide opportunities and is a good segue between me as your certified financial planner and your tax advisor. So here again, it will reiterate things like marginal tax bracket, but in these observations, it may show that in this case, maybe a Roth conversion may be appropriate. We'll look at charitable contributions, how that may play into your tax picture. I know personally when I ran the software, it noticed that I hadn't deducted the cost of my tax preparation, for my business. This is something I've done in the past, and so even myself being a financial advisor, not a tax planner, I realized that that was something that I need to make sure I do going forward. So it may be that we run this analysis and it provides no real constructive information for changes, that are obvious. However, once we have the baseline, then we can make run tax scenarios. So is it a Roth conversion? Is it contributing more or less to a employer-sponsored plan? So the beauty of the software is that it's constantly updated with the tax law changes. So tax law, as you know, is always evolving. Certain things are phasing out. New provisions are starting at different dates. So it's quite difficult for you as the individual or me, the advisor, or even tax planners, CPAs to stay on top of all of these factors all at once This is a nice, clean way to discern some of those opportunities that will possibly help in the future or were missed in the past. So, here at Dawkins Financial, this is just another tool that hopefully can help you in your entire financial picture, not just the insurance and investments that I provide, but a holistic approach to your financial planning, which includes tax planning. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Let me know if you'd like to upload your tax 40 and we can see what the software can do for you. There is no cost for this planning. It's just simply a service I provide here at Dawkins Financial. Thank you. I appreciate your time.